The vlog today. I'm gonna get started on the oh my goodness, there's a bird right there. Anyways, oh, there's another one. Wow, two little birds right there. There's the other one. But anyways, I'm gonna get started on the car. I think I'm gonna start cutting it actually today. I know I said yesterday I might not, but think other than that, oh, I need to figure out another thing, but I'll tell you about that later. But first, I need to get ready. So the issue I was referring to, I was on my lunch, probably Friday, this past week, and I was watching some YouTube on my phone, and I had my phone going through the radio, and all of a sudden it shut off, and I was messing around with stuff, and it shut off, and I'm like, well, did I do something wrong? Did I press a button on accident? Because if you hold down this button here, it like kind of turns it off in a sense. So I'm like, well, did I press that button on accident or something? But it wasn't flashing, so I'm like, I was pressing the button, nothing was happening. I was like, well, what the heck is happening? So it came back on fine, and I started watching my video again, and it shut off again, and it did it another time too. And I'm like, well, what the heck? And I felt it, and it was like hot, and I felt the back, and it was like super hot. So I need to figure out why that's happening, first of all. Figure out where the vent is, see if I'm blocking the fan, or see if the fan's even turning when I have this stuff on. But then I also am going to cut this stuff out. Well, maybe not this. I have to cut some stuff out, but I don't know what yet. So I need to figure that out and then cut it. So I'm going to start that pretty shortly here, but I just need to take the radio out for like the 20th time, it seems like, since I've gotten this thing. But hopefully by the time I get this all done, it'll be left in. I won't have to pull it out ever, unless I want to add something so I can work these buttons here and stuff. But other than that, I hope I don't have to pull that out ever again. But I'm going to start the process. I'm pulling that out right now. So I have the radio out now, as you can see. It's all out and stuff. Focusing. There we go. And I just looked in there, and I don't see any fans at all. So that might be a big reason why it overheated. And I don't really know how I'm gonna fix that, because I'd hate to do it, but I could kind of slice little slits here so that when air's coming through, but that wouldn't work in the winter, because then it'd just be hot air coming in. So I don't know really what to do, because I don't want it to overheat again. It looks like it's just supposed to be passively cooled. Like, there's literally no fans at all. I didn't see any in there. So I'm going to consult with one of my friends and see what he thinks. And I guess I'll get back to you when I figure out what I should do. So it turns out that the overheating might be because my speakers don't have enough power. And so it's trying to draw more current and it can't. I also cut myself. Try to take this clip out. But so I'm trying to see what the amount of ohms is, but in order to see that, I need to get to this, which just is covering it, and it won't show on the bottom. I really hope I find that is not the issue, because I don't know what I'm going to do if that is the issue. So, a lot of things happened between when we last spoke. So, I have some good news and some bad news. I'm going to start with the bad news first. The bad news is the unit's bad. I called Crutchfield, and holy cow, how they're amazing, and we'll get to that in a second. But basically, I was told the unit's bad. It should not be getting as hot as it is. And I have an amplifier. This is going to be weird to show, but I have an amplifier under the seat. I don't know if you can see. It's that box. Yeah, you can see that box right there. So I have that in my car because they have all the info to my car. Oh, thought I stopped it. They have all the info to my car. And so they knew that I had an internal amplifier. So it's not that the speakers are overloading this. So that amplifier runs the speakers. The plugs I have just gets the speaker to the unit. So what ended up happening, which is the good news, so I called Crutchfield and I'm like, hey, I'm having this issue. I don't know what it could be. I don't know if it's the speakers or if it's the unit. Maybe something got plugged in wrong. Maybe I wired something wrong. And he's like, I'm just going to give it to you straight. It's not the speakers because you have an internal amplifier. So basically that runs all that. So that's not the issue. He said it's probably the unit. It should not be getting that hot. And I'm like, okay. So he's like, well, what we can do is we can, well, because I asked him, like, well, is there anything I can do to, maybe get a similar unit or a new unit or something like that? And he's like, well, they're not being sold anymore. They're sold out or something like that. So he's like, what I'll do for you is I'll send you a completely different system and we'll make it the same price. And all you have to do is just send your old one back. And if you do that within a couple weeks, we'll send you the new one. And so I'm probably going to get onto that tomorrow, just because I probably won't have time to do it today. So what that means is I'm going to take this one out, stick in my old one, my old stereo and whatnot, then use that until I get the new one on Tuesday. So, like, holy cow, Crutchfield is amazing. If you need to buy anything from them, please do. This is not obviously sponsored at all, because I don't have sponsors because I'm not big yet. But they're amazing. And I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if they'd send me the same type of unit or what they would do, but they're sending me like a better unit. It's like a few dollars more. It's like a JVC something. But he said it's a lot better. You're getting a lot better quality. He's like, that one honestly really wasn't great. And I'm like, well, yeah, I bought it because it was on the cheaper end. It has CarPlay, which is better than no CarPlay. So that's the good news and bad news. Bad news, other radio doesn't work. Good news, I'm getting a new one that's better. So I think that was just above and beyond, because I didn't know, oh, we don't sell it, you could just return it, give your money back, and go buy a new one. No, he's like, yeah, no, I'll find you a better one. And I didn't even ask for that. So I wish I could remember his name, but he was amazing. Definitely, I think I get an email asking about like service, like customer service quality. I'm gonna give him like 5 stars and everything. So right now though, I'm going to get my old radio units and whatnot, reinstall those back into my car, get this one boxed up, get it set to ship out, and probably do that tomorrow or Thursday. So yeah, now I have to put my other radio stuff back and make sure that it all works. So I'll be back with you in a second.
Hey, Sergeant.
Now I've got to go attach the negative lead back on, and we're gonna see. I just stuck the old one back in until I get it get the new one on Tuesday. But I'm going to go connect the negative lead right now. So I'll be right back. All right, connect to the negative lead. I just turned on. It's all working, so that's good. I'm just gonna set my radio stuff real quick, test the speakers, make sure it works with my car jack. So I will be right back when I do that stuff. So I have the new radio in, as I showed you, just tested everything. Everything works fine. So yeah, I'll be getting the new one on Tuesday next week, latest Tuesday next week. It might be Monday, just depends. So I need to send the other one back through UPS. So like I said, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Probably try to figure out where I need to bring that in order to do that tomorrow. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I'm gonna be, yeah, I'm really not doing anything later today. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog. This one's at least a little more interesting and a little longer than the couple other ones I put up recently. But I hope you enjoy, and I hope you have a wonderful day.